Well, thank you for tuning in to Wrestling on the Rocks. It's our special noon edition if you're East Coast. West Coast is our special 3 p.m. edition.
Both of which are way too early for me.
East Coast is 3.
I need more drinks. That's a lot of that. Without that much whiskey.
It's noon here.
Yeah.
Kevin, you're the smartest one of us right now.
Why does this feel lower than it was? I feel like I just hit my knee on something I've never hit my knee on before. Either way.
Did you have a growth spurt? Are you becoming a man?
Maybe. I will say my girlfriend yells at me all the time to man up, so it's very possible. I hope it picked that up.
The camera. Yeah. Or the microphone.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I really don't need this today, just because we're gonna have the matches and graphics above Clump's head, as you can see by Clump's head. I'm just getting into our live view here. And, well, it's a little bit early for rocks, but it's not too early for a cup of coffee.
That noise, I don't know what it is. It's frightening.
So clever. It's a stack of pancakes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my.
I'm going to have a little rye in my coffee.
Oh, goddamn.
It's not too early for a little wrestling on the rye. Did you want to choose that one? This is about done.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish this one off. All right. That's one completo. Put that over here with our empties.
Blender smash.
Yep, the blender smash. We're going to go ahead and get talking about it a little bit. We're going to go through match by match, and this is the order of which they appear on WWE's website. The order which it appears they will be coming out. If there's any surprise matches or any last-minute changes or anything like that, then
the return of Neville.
He did duck out of AEW. So we'll get to. We're going to talk briefly on that towards the end here because we got a little something special for Clump.
We're letting him go.
He's done here.
Yeah.
The kickoff show they imagine is going to kick off with Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Keep in mind, only one of these teams is on SmackDown.
Should be a good match.
Who sees 4 belts?
What?
Who sees 4 belts? Just clear all the belts. Just they get SmackDown belts. And they'll take them Raw belts. So it'll just be like
Usi belts?
Yeah, Usi 4 belts. And we're just gonna consolidate belts. It's gonna become an oligopoly of belts.
That's a type of sock with like plaid on it.
That's an Argyle.
Oh.
No, an Argyle is when you have like 3 people that control all businesses. You're right.
Oh, and I thought those were monsters on the side of buildings. But no,
Anyways.
that's not the case. Oh shit, guys.
Do we have no audio? We have audio?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, you can hear us.
Well, I know we definitely have audio now. You could hear us there? If you guys couldn't hear us, sorry, you missed all the good stuff.
Yeah. Just gonna move on.
Yeah.
Let's recap.
Yeah, let's recap.
Cup of coffee, dying, screeching animal sound.
I'm like Aleister Black now.
Coffee.
I take my coffee black.
And a disgusted barista. I really don't like working with that weird, like, Dutch guy.
Yeah. Every time he says thanks, he I hear it spittle into his own cup.
Yeah. Gotta wipe down counters and shit.
they said they could hear us. Alex said he could hear us. Good. So probably can hear us way better now, but here we are. So who do you guys think is gonna take? Is anybody gonna take notes of our predictions? I'll put Clump in charge of writing that down. Cause
It's a gamble.
Don't spill on my fucking iPad. If you spill
First
on
thing
the
written,
sheet,
don't spill on iPad.
I'm gonna do this.
What? No taking application does my shoes.
Prediction money in the bank. All right.
So it should be a good match.
The
Like I
notes is
said.
on that side.
I'm writing them.
You just type it in that.
Okay. That's cool.
Can I get a Sharpie, please?
Yeah. Okay, so I think they're gonna leave him on Daniel Bryan. What I want is the Usos to take it. I want a little something spicy. I want something to be a little interesting. I want it to. I think that giving a Raw tag team the SmackDown titles could be a really cool, interesting thing to roll forward with, especially with the wild card rule being what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're gonna give it to Daniel Bryan.
I think so too. I just don't think they can take the belts off the show.
Right.
You know.
Well, I think they can. I just don't think they will.
I think they're gonna give it to the Usos. I think what's happening slowly is they're gonna merge both brands again because Fox and NBC do not want to have a product where they get half of the superstars. So they'll have everyone on every show, so the brand split was worth nothing. Plus, I mean, we have a wild card rule that's already not great.
Yeah.
So I don't see why they wouldn't do this.
Yeah. I would say that we've only been getting half of the roster anyways, regardless of brand split. We've only been seeing about a quarter of them.
Especially with this wild card crap.
Yeah. A. Lou says that I've been talking to like you've never taken notes, and I'll tell you, if you've ever talked to Clump, you would agree he's probably never taken a note.
You had notes in the last show, right?
Yeah, that went great.
Tried. I tried.
I misspelled my notes, and I think I blew my nose on it.
Still can't read my own handwriting, but I write fast.
I took notes. Looks like a big wiener next to a little wiener.
Is this fucking English? I actually did draw several wieners on.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's kind of when I wanted to use this. Just
Wouldn't be surprised if there's a little battleship. So I'm saying they're going Daniel Bryan, but I'm saying I want Usos. You're saying
Same.
same.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Usos.
You're saying they're going to give it to the Usos and do some magic? Nice. Is that
I
what
think-
you want? Because there's two different things here. This is what we think they're going to do, and this is what we want them to do.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to give it to Daniel Bryan. I want them to give it to the Usos.
Usos. Yeah. And you want Usos? Or you want D-Bray?
I want them to go to the Usos just to actually mix things up.
Yeah, make it exciting.
Even if they take 2 of the wild card spots each week on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, you have to be here.
I think...
But
yeah.
my prediction's Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
I think Usos. I want Usos because part of it I also think would be cool is they could have one person take one wild card spot every week and have it be the Bloodline, have the belts, have a stable. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown,
Put Roman in the Usos tag team?
or put the Usos in Roman's tag team.
So do like a Freebirds rule with Roman and the Usos?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with
Wild
that.
Samoans 2.0.
I'd be okay with that. If you're just tuning in, we're doing predictions for Money in the Bank, and I'm calling it right down the middle.
I'm very far away from the middle. Kev Ward's much closer.
All right, so that's that match. I think it's going to be a great match. I do think that Daniel Bryan and the Usos and them together could put on a show-stealing match if they really if they really want it. I would say that New Day and Usos, when they were on the kickoff show, I remember thinking that's just going to be a kickoff show match and watching it, and that was like the single match that I talked the most about for like the next month. But moving on, the next match they're anticipating is the 205 Live Cruiserweight Championship match. This is going to be Tony Nese versus Arya Daivari. I don't know both of these guys well. I've seen Tony Nese a couple of times perform, and I feel like he's the most heavyweight style I've seen out of the cruiserweights, which is interesting. I do think they're going to leave it on him just because I think they typically leave that title on they're champions in
won.
205 for a while.
Yeah.
But I have no reason to suspect Arya is bad or good or anything. I'm not familiar with him. So that's basically just strictly off my gut of how they use that title and not on these guys' performance or what they deserve. I don't know.
See, and I think it's gonna go the opposite. I think it's gonna get a new champion. Daivari gonna take it because I think they're trying to spice things up across the board, and I think they want people interested in 205.
Yeah. Give me what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me what I want. What do you want?
I know neither of these people at all. So I think Davari sounds like a cooler name, so I'm gonna go with Davari. I think Davari sounds like a
Flip a coin real quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot more vowels in his name than you would suspect, just based off the way it sounds.
I tried spelling it.
I wish you didn't.
I have 3 A's.
In a row?
No. There's a couple I's in there. There's also 2
All right.
I's.
All right. Well, moving on from there, that would be the end of the kickoff show, and they are believing that the old curtain jerker of this one is going to be Samoa Joe with the U.S. Championship against Rey Mysterio. What?
Who do you want? Who you believe? Want?
I think they're going to leave
Nese.
on Tony Nese.
Want me? Okay. Needs, and that's what you think. And want?
I don't have a want on that one. I'm not as invested in them as I am other storylines, so that's just what I suspect.
And you think needs to?
No, I said Daivari.
Or,
Yeah, because he also thinks it sounds like a dessert.
okay.
Makes me hungry.
Baviair.
Yeah, see? For those questioning whether or not he ever taken a note, you can see now why we suspect he is not, and why we treat him accordingly.
D-man.
Did you just put D-bag?
I just put D-man because I'm having trouble.
Oh.
These notes look great.
Oh, they're good. Let's see. After that, we are suspecting Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. What do you think's going on here?
I don't know. I think this one could go either way.
Yeah, I think they should keep it on Samoa Joe, but I think they've been building too much for it to not end up with Rey.
Mm-hmm.
I do think deciding factor either way is going to be Dominic.
I do too.
I think he's getting involved in some way, and I don't know what way that will be.
But,
I wonder if he's going to cost his dad the match.
no, my daddy's Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he throws in the towel because Joe's beating him or something, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that, like I said a long time ago, I wanted a long reign with Samoa Joe. Well, not that long ago. He hasn't had it that long. I want a long, significant reign with Joe with that title. I think he's doing a good job with it. I just don't know what's going on with Rey, and I want more for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way he's been booked has been a little unfortunate for such a legend. So I don't know. Maybe they could flip it to Rey.
I think they're going to flip it to Rey.
I think maybe, how about you have it where Joe wins but by DQ, because Ray just loses it and goes and gets a chair. There's interference, or there is some action where it is Joe winning by DQ and then it goes to another match, because this could be a good extended feud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want Dominic involved because I don't want another person who's way too early getting involved in something like this. I think Dominic's evidently training, but
I know he's been training for at least a year, but I don't know if a year is long enough to really start a feud with someone like Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think that's where it would go next. If he's involved, he's starting a feud with Samoa Joe or Rey. And I guess maybe if you go straight into him, crossing his dad, and they have a thing back and forth, who better to take care of him and teach him the way than his dad while he can?
And I mean, I could potentially see that, you're a performer, you want to perform with your kid because that sounds awesome. But I just think of Richard Flair.
David
Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard was part of that feud. He was the dad.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want it to be like David Flair or,
But see, I could see them doing the opposite, where Dominic gets involved, and it's one of those, hey, you're kind of too new, go to NXT. Yeah. And actually have him progress through NXT. You know.
I think this is a hard one to call because I think that Dominic is a big play in this, and I'm not sure exactly where they're going. I don't know if it's too soon. Maybe the dude's a natural. Realistically, The Rock, I want to say he only trained for 6 to 9 months before he was in the ring for the Survivor Series.
Yeah, but he was also playing football and stuff like that. I don't know.
He was The Rock too, and I don't.
Well, he wasn't when he started, but he was a natural, and we don't know if Dom is a natural or not. Same with Rhonda. I mean, I believe she trained for almost 2 years prior to coming in. But there's Kurt Angle also did not train for a really long time. And I'm not saying that he's that caliber. I'm also saying I don't know if he is.
Yeah.
Well, but they also did do mat sports and football. They're things where you're moving around people and you're moving them in a way where you're taking them but not trying to kill them. You know.
Yeah.
So that does, I think, help. At least you can use a style that's similar. You know.
It's true. I don't know his background. Maybe Dom's got that, and we don't know.
Yeah.
Could be where he could have been heavily involved in the Pee Wee leagues.
I mean, do you think like Dominic and Ray were at these tryouts and they went to Dominic and said, "Hey, your son looks really good. Why does he get a mask on?" Ray's so much smaller than Dominic.
Yeah. I wonder. Well, I mean, I saw a rumor that there's rumors going about that Ray wants to ultimately have a feud that ends with him giving his mask to his son and his son carrying on the mask and wearing it through his career.
Maybe a bigger mask.
It's going to need to be a bigger mask. But, I mean, I don't know.
Spandex stretchy.
But I try not to use a lot of those rumors to speculate where any of my predictions are going to go. I try to use what they're actually putting out on TV. I think this one's a tough one to call just because I don't think they've done enough that's led me to believe, I don't know, maybe the title's almost irrelevant to this match. Maybe that's what we're going to find out. It's more of a story match and less of a championship match. I think Dom's the deciding factor. I think Ray is going to get the win. I don't know if Ray's going to get the title.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ray's gonna get the and that's what you think and want, or is there any fantasy to that?
I think I want Samoa Joe to be built more as a bad motherfucker.
You just want Joe to come out strong.
Yeah. We talked about it the other week that he seems to be losing in all these ways where he's like surprised and, oh my God, how could I lose? But then he loses a lot. And so it's like, but somehow he still comes out looking really strong. I know sometimes wins, losses don't matter as long as you come out strong. I think that Samoa Joe needs a long reign. He needs to look strong. He needs to get to the point where he almost throws the U.S. title out of frustration because he's ready to move on to bigger things. That's what I want for a character like that. You know?
You?
I'm predicting Ray to win. Want him to win. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. I think it'd be interesting if he gets the U.S. title.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I think that he'd be good with it. I don't know if it's the one that's eluded him, as it were. I don't believe that's true. And Clumpo, you ultimately...
I want Ray to win by a DQ or interference. I don't want him to get the belt. I want it to be... I think this could be a really good instance of...
Or some kind of no contest.
Exactly. I
Double
think
count
this is
out.
where you could do that well and keep building it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
They should come back with a time limit. With a 20-minute time limit!
Would you like a New Japan?
What? That's old Japan. So
Feudal
I'm saying,
Japan,
like they used, like old time. They used to.
Feudal Japan wrestling.
The next match up is Roman Reigns versus Elias. Little to no significant build. I don't think I care if this match happens or doesn't. I don't think I care who wins either way. I guess they're going to give it to Roman. I would say they're going to give it to Roman. I'd rather they give it to Elias. I'll put that.
Okay, wants Elias.
I think Elias is going to win it.
Good.
I think,
Welcome.
even if it's somebody getting involved, because like Lashley doesn't have a match, right?
No.
So I could see him getting involved, or
Hey, you Bobby.
can't do Leo.
Hey, you Bobby. Lashley.
That ain't gonna happen anymore, unfortunately.
That's true.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's gonna be Elias. I want it to be Elias. I think there's gonna be an interference from like Bobby Lashley. I don't necessarily want that because I kind of. it could go either because Elias is the kind of character who can win in shitty ways, and it's his
Oh,
character.
no, it's cool. Yeah. I think that they've been playing too many Roman videos for them to not just have Roman be undefeated again for a long time. They've just been promoting him more than they're promoting his stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we've gotten less TV time about him versus Elias than we've gotten TV time of just Roman, and don't forget about Roman. Like, I just think that although he's always had the big push and he's considered the next big dude and they think he's their top star, I think they're just going to keep rolling with that. That's my gut.
Yeah.
But I prefer Elias. I think Elias. Here's the other weird thing. I was listening to the Jericho podcast, Talk is Jericho, Westwood One. He was saying that Elias doesn't have the in-ring ability that Roman has. He was saying he's not up to snuff as Roman. I just do not see that. Like, I can understand that if they say that he outtrains them, that he, is a better leader, that he...
Better locker room presence.
Yeah, I would understand all of that, but I don't feel like the psychology he brings into matches is like...
It's lacking.
Yeah, I feel like it's just so simple. Like I said, to me, I understand why kids like him, because his matches are super simple to understand and there's no real detail to his work. It's not like how people would talk about Bret Hart matches where he would paint a story in the ring and the ring was his canvas. No one is ever going to accuse Roman of making the ring his canvas. You know what I mean? I think his character presence is bigger than his ring presence. So I don't know if we're missing something, man. So maybe, but I think that Elias is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I think that his in-ring ability is fantastic. I think it's absolutely on par with Roman.
I think he's a lot more athletic than they give him credit for.
Oh, yeah.
Some of his jumps. I remember,
Yeah.
I forgot what pay-per-view it was, but
It was some battle royal for the IC title #1 contendership. I think.
something like that. And he just flat jumps onto the top rope like it was nothing.
From the ground, just whoop, top rope. And
you and I just looked at each other, we're like,
yeah.
did he do that? And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
yeah.
And even the announcers, I remember Corey's going, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that
Yeah.
or something like that. And
At times I feel like Roman Reigns, when he performs, it's kind of like the opposite. It's like that Tom McGee, Bret Hart thing, but Roman's Tom McGee. A lot. He gets put against people who he's not that bad. It's not to that extent, but he's not. I always feel like I see too much of him for what he does, and I feel like his best matches they're good, but it's also a lot of the other person with him too.
I can't think of a best match of his. That's just it. There's no classic matches. He's like headlined WrestleMania 5 times. I can't think of a single match on there that I remember thinking, this is a great one. Someone should go back and rewatch this.
Cena, I liked him with Cena, but that
wasn't even WrestleMania. That was he had the match.
Oh no, I'm just thinking
with
that generally. I'm not. I agree
Oh.
with WrestleMania, but like.
but I think seeing that, I thought it just showed how good Cena is.
Yeah, it came off that Cena's incredible to me. I think that he's one of the best sellers in the company. Like, he can sell your stuff like, oh my God, you almost killed Roman. But that only goes so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes back out of nowhere with 2 moves. It's like, why didn't you start with those 2 moves? Why'd you let the guy beat the snot out of you for a while? It's like, I'm trying to wear him out. Like, it was, you know what I mean? I don't know.
If you can kick someone, like it's like Seth Rollins, this isn't a hard match. You can kick someone in the dick and kick them in the head 4 times or 3 times and win, then just do that every match.
Yeah, just do that now. That's your thing now.
Yeah.
Now you just kick dicks.
Dick kicker.
Seth dick kicking Rollins.
Yeah, that's a t-shirt.
The Dick Slayer.
We'll get to
Kick
him.
the dick.
Next match they're anticipating after Rowan versus Elias is Miz versus Shane in a steel cage match. I think they're going to give it to Miz.
Yeah.
I want them to give it to Shane. Fuck Miz.
I don't know. This is another one that's just,
It's boring.
yeah, it's boring. It's a toss-up.
I think it's just supposed to be Miz getting his win back. That's what I feel all it is.
It's just a redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
It just feels like a redemption match for Miz, and if this is what they do to do it. My brother was telling me that Shane had an interview on a podcast, I want to find it, where he says that every time he does one of those big things, he breaks his ribs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why he wears that like padding under his shirt, and so he's taped up and really tight, because he's anticipating I'm going to go out there and break my ribs. And that's why he always is gone for a couple months. And that's why his schedule is the way that it is, and that's why he can do that and other people can't. Where like he makes his gimmick literally a stunt so big that your ribs will break.
He's a really dumb potato.
I don't know, man. Makes me
I do
like
this
him.
every couple months, fucking destroy my ribs, but it looks cool. It's not even the best match on the fucking card.
Yeah, but he broke his fucking ribs.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so you don't. Who do you think?
I think it's
Miz?
gonna give it to Miz, yeah. Because I don't think his character can take 2 losses back to back to Shane
Yeah, I think
and
it's
go
true.
from there. And it looks like they're pushing him more and wanting him to
Which
main event.
yeah, and I'm not buying him as a face at all. Plus, I'm not going to buy him winning either way, because Shane is the best in the world! You know what I mean? That's why I think Shane should win.
Yeah. I mean, it's a worthless feud at this point. It's been it's been long.
That's a good point. He's already got the trophy, man.
Yeah. I kind of I agree. I don't like Miz as a face because they keep trying to make him this I'm the best face. I'm the best of best. Like I'm a Roman face.
Yeah.
And it's not
Yeah. He'd be good as he couldn't be like Stone Cold because that'd be totally not his character. But he could be that kind of style of face where he's like an anti-hero, like just be an asshole, but you like him.
Yeah, but I see Stone Cold and I think there's a dude who could whip a bunch of asses. I see Miz and I think here's a dude who could probably wipe a baby's ass.
Maybe we haven't watched that much of the show.
Nope. He might not be able to even wipe a baby ass. He doesn't look or come off in any way like
Tough.
a tough dude. So I don't think he can even pull off that kind of badass baby face. It just comes off weird.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I think Miz. I really don't honestly care about it anymore. It's just overbuilt to me. So,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
done with it. As long as this is the last match, I'll be happy with that bit. After that, they're anticipating Becky 2 belts against Lacey Evans. They think that Lacey's going to go before Charlotte.
See, and I don't like that.
I do think that, yeah, I don't like the look of it. I know that on Jericho's podcast, he was talking about how he thinks they'll do Charlotte. I mean, he didn't look at their card the way they had it, but he believed that they would do Charlotte first and then pull like a fast one and be like, have like a Shane come out or something or a McMahon and be like, your next match is now, and have like Charlotte lose essentially and start hitting her with like a chair or something like snap like she did with Ronda, and then be like, now your next match is now, and have Lacey get the quick win without doing much of a match, and then you get one of the.
So he thinks actually.
He thinks Lacey's going to get the Raw, and that Becky's going to walk out with SmackDown. I don't like the idea of that. I also think that, realistically, if you're going to pull one of the titles off of Becky now, who's in your Raw division at all? Like, your Raw division, you've depleted. You've got Naomi over there. Is Lacey really a contender? Is Alexa even cleared?
Yeah.
Who's over there?
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross is on
I'm just trying
Raw.
to think of who's in the
Natalia.
women Money in the Bank. Yeah, Natalia.
A lot of people who have not necessarily even that they couldn't handle it. They've done it so much, it doesn't really seem exciting or because we made them into champions a while ago, but then they've lost so much though that it's one, not exciting, but two, okay, there's no build to it. Who's going to do it?
And then what kind of feud you're gonna have over there if you pull Becky out of Raw? Honestly, because if you pull Becky out of SmackDown, you still have Bayley, you got Carmella, you've got some. You still have Charlotte over there.
Charlotte,
You know what I mean? Like you have some top talent where you can be like, okay,
Yeah.
a Charlotte Bayley feud for a while that could be big.
Yeah. I could see if they do take one of the belts. I think it would be the SmackDown one.
I just think
but-
from a roster perspective, I don't see how they could give the title to Lacey. Who's she gonna have that's gonna make that interesting, and how quickly are we gonna not care about that title if she has that?
I almost feel like it would be a better story if what happened is they had Charlotte go first, have this go first. At the end, Lacey, after the match, does something, hits her, or Ronda comes out something, and then that's how Charlotte gets the belt and then loses it to Bayley quickly quickly on SmackDown. That could work.
Bayley
But
should
then
have won that one. That match they had, Bayley should have won. But.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, I think that whoever wins the women's Money in the Bank is gonna
Cash in.
cash
same
in.
night.
It'd be stupid not to. She had 2 matches, and then, so that they could even have Bailey win the Money in the Bank. Go over there. Becky wins, and then pops her, and Bailey walks out with the champ.
It could also be Becky somehow holds all belts, and then someone cashes.
Yeah,
And
cash in
then-
on both.
Cash in on both, or cash in on one, and I could see no loss there. Because I think it'd be cool if that happened and somebody sneakily got the belt instant heat, looks great, makes sense. Because that's awesome. I could also see it be, imagine if Becky cleared it, everything.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be great. I think it would put her over. I think that would push her even further into legendary status. I do think that some people think that it's overkill at this point. You got Becky 2 belts. Dude, we do the show at like 7 p.m. and you're yawning like, oh, this is late for me. So we do one at noon and you're yawning like this is too early for me. What are your hours of operation?
Went and saw Avenger last night. Got home at 4 in the morning.
Good.
Sorry, champ.
I think Becky
I think they would,
retains against.
Lacey. I think that she should. That's what I'm going to go with. I think she will. I think she should. I do think they're pushing Lacey like crazy right now about it. I mean, also, so let's play the other card. If Lacey loses, what happens to Lacey on the Raw division? You know what I mean?
Goes away forever. We never see her again. I'm cool with that.
See, I think she just goes into the mix.
Just ends up in the mix,
Yeah.
doing matches with Nikki and
Yeah.
I want her to lose to Dana. I want her to lose to Dana over and fucking over and fucking over.
yeah, but Dana's good.
I know. That's why.
Yeah.
Lacey isn't.
If you use Dana or use Lacey, if you build up Lacey here and you use Lacey now to put over someone else, that could be good. But yeah, you put her in the mix with like top contenders and stuff, so
Yeah.
I could see that. I think they're gonna give it to Becky though.
Because I think that's the whole point of Lacey going for it, is to try and establish, hey, there's another big dog in the yard.
Yeah, but you can't give that win to Lacey.
No, I
Becky's
don't think
been
they're
through
gonna.
everything.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna give it to her. I think it's just,
Yeah.
Then again, sometimes they think shocking us is the same as surprising us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Disappointing us is the same as shocking us. Yeah.
Surprise and delight. No. Shock and distress.
Shock and awe.
Aw.
Oh,
Um,
I'm gonna go cry now.
and after that, so I mean, we'll circle back to some of the theories of the overall night stuff towards the end here, but we're gonna move along right now to
Did
after
you
Lacey.
make your prediction?
Yeah, so I put. So was it Becky? Do we do Becky Lacey or Becky Lacey and Becky Charlotte already?
It was just Becky and
Lacey.
Okay,
yeah.
just making sure. I admit I'm bad at my job. Okay. Pretty piss poor at this.
After Becky versus Lacey, we get Kofi. Kofi. versus KO.
Not doing
the old
the
Kevin Owens.
there you go.
Yeah,
Banana clump.
you're doing it so wrong. Like it's like all you got to do is like this. Nope.
Looks like you're
Oh,
holding
there,
it.
there. Oh. Oh man.
Oh, not gonna be censored.
It's just right there, dude. No, up.
Anyways,
Down a little bit. Down towards you. There you go.
Kofi and KO.
Now it looks like KO is your puppet. Make him talk. I think they'll leave it on Kofi. You know what? I want them to leave it on Kofi. I think they're going to give it to KO.
Fuck. Yeah.
You know? And I don't think they should. I think that with Kofi on the ride that he's on, although he's been on this high, something's got to knock him down, right? And then he's got to have something else to fight now. Like a champion chasing a title in a lot of ways is just as powerful as that champion with the title, you know? So I could see having him drop it to KO just to go after KO now and be like, no, you're not going to knock me down that easy kind of a deal. And then imagine a KO and Kofi rivalry that spans a couple of months with a payoff at SummerSlam or something, you know, with like a cell or something violent.
And I'd like to see KO hold it strong, not lose it through like heel ways. I want to see Kevin Owens strong.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
He's new back, and I think it'd be a good chase. But when I think that, the first thing I immediately think is, okay, so interference and something happens and Kevin wins it, shitty circumstances. But
Hello, Nico. Go. 225.
Nick will go.
We got a chat. Say hello. If you got any opinions as well, throw them out. We'll throw them on the show too. We'll talk about it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Little early in the morning for rocks, but not too early for a little rye in your coffee.
This is something.
But I do think that if you did have a Kofi KO rivalry that got just violent, you could really put over Kofi as a bad motherfucker. Let him be a 2-time. You know what I mean? Have him lose it, have him go back and get it back. And have him get it back with like snapping into like a violent state. Like then you could have that whole like, here's a champion who's like, he's not going to just be knocked down.
Yeah.
And maybe he wins this one in a sneaky way and that's just what snaps Kofi. And he's just like, nah, man. You know?
But then,
See, I just don't think they're gonna have
KO be strong
Kofi.
after that. You know?
yeah.
I don't think they're gonna have Kofi drop it. I think he's gonna retain. I don't think he can drop it with his first pay-per-view defense.
That's true. It's the first one since Mania.
I just, I
It's been
think,
a while since Mania.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's defended the belt twice since then.
I think so on the show.
Like on
Oh yeah, he did one
Raw
with
and-
Brian. Oh, he started the one with Seth,
Mm-hmm.
and then that
Oh,
got
that's
shut
right.
down. But I think that's it. I also agree with that sentiment. I think leaving it on Kofi for a long time, super good and important. I do think if you take it from Kofi and you get everyone mad, they're just gonna back him more,
Yeah.
and then they can back this dude as he goes through a transformation and becomes a mean motherfucker. Not necessarily a heel, but like Stone Cold mean. Like, no, I'm just gonna go whoop your ass now, dude. You've crossed the line, you know.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I don't. I'm okay with a nice rivalry with KO and Kofi, but I just don't think they're gonna have him drop it.
My problem is only with that is if he doesn't drop it, how does the rivalry continue? Other than KO just being like, being KO.
Well,
He gets pretty like, meh.
well, KO loses.
Give me what I want.
KO loses and snaps and
Yeah.
attacks him afterwards.
Yeah.
Eats his feelings.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want.
So,
Give me what I want.
think Kofi, want KO?
I think with the proper booking, that would be incredible.
Okay.
But this is WWE. So I'm going to
Let's
say,
KO.
yeah.
Thinks Kofi. Let's KO.
See, he writes it out loud.
There's a feature called dictation I realized I could use. Shit. It's because we all interfere with each other, buddy. And I'm not that fast.
That's right, you're a lot like Baymax.
Yeah.
In a couple specific senses.
Or,
Not in like the helpful way.
yeah. I thought you were going to go
And
with
like his shape and the fact that he leaks. He's slow.
It's a bowel issue. Not sponsored by Depends.
Maybe.
They give me the confidence to.
Calling Tyler drinking pants.
Let's see. After that, they're anticipating the women's Money in the Bank. We have Ember Moon, Mandy Rose, Naomi, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Nikki Cross, Bailey, and Natalia. I was actually really happy to see Alexa get pulled from the match.
I was gonna say a lot of people don't know that or haven't heard that.
Oh, if you
So,
haven't heard, yeah, Alexa was pulled officially on their website, and Nikki Cross was put in through social media stuff. She was not cleared to. Stackhouse agrees that it's too soon to take it off Kofi. I think it is too, and I think that if you had the right booking, it could make sense. I do think that a long run with Kofi means a lot more, and we're happy to have you, Stackhouse.
Cheers.
Cheers to the big guy.
Number one guy.
I reminded him to let us know when his shirts come in.
Oh, nice.
But Alexa has been pulled. Nikki's been put in. I was really happy about that, not in the sense of being happy about someone not being medically cleared, but in the sense that I think that Nikki Cross is a better fit for that match. I think even with as little as we get of Alexa in there, I still feel like her character has been overplayed.
Yeah.
I feel like that with as little as she's in the ring, her showing up with great significance and winning as much as she does is just kind of weird and silly. So I'm really glad to see someone like Nikki get the spot because I think Nikki can make that match crazy.
Yeah, it was the wild card, the actual wild card.
Yeah, actual wild card.
With Alexis being out, do we know if it's her not at that event at all, or what if she appears as like?
They said she was not medically cleared.
Yeah, but I'm saying she's not going to perform obviously, but could she still be involved in it like as part of Nikki? Which I
She
really
might take Nikki to the ring and maybe do commentary. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that. I also wouldn't be surprised if they just tell her to stay at home.
I think they're gonna do something on the kickoff show about it.
yeah.
Or at least interview her and something.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Who do you guys think's gonna win? And who do you want to win? I want Bailey to win because I think Bailey with that briefcase would be pretty cool. It'd be a great push for her character. Could give her a little bit of an edge. And plus, I'm a giant Bailey fan. There's no secret of it. I think Nikki Cross with the briefcase would be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I think.
I don't think there's a clear winner this time though.
Yeah. I want Bailey as well. She needs the push. I want her to see the push, but I think they're gonna give it to Mandy.
Oh, I could see that for sure.
I think was it a couple months ago they were seemed like they were trying to split up Fire and Desire, and there was tensions between them. Then they kind of
that could really add to tension.
Yeah, brought them together, and then I think this is the time Mandy gets it.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think Mandy will win it. I want Bailey to win it. I think Bailey deserves to win it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that feud needs a briefcase. You could still split them up. Even if she loses it, then it could be they go back to it and have Mandy be like despondent or not in the game. Like, I don't care. This is what I wanted. And then have Sonya just like flip on her. Like,
Well,
no.
you could even have Sonya do the whole like, I wouldn't have wasted that opportunity like you did. You know what I mean?
Or have Sonya come in and just interfere. Like, fuck this.
Yeah, you definitely can keep that story moving along without the briefcase. I do think it would add a good dynamic to that briefcase. Realistically, though, when you look at the card there, Ember Moon, Dana Brooke, Nikki, they all have great pushes going on right now and every reason to get that briefcase and roll with it.
I wouldn't mind seeing Ember with it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be interesting.
I think it'd be interesting putting in with Ember. I think that Nikki Cross is probably the person who would be the most interesting with it. But again, I think I want Bailey to win that.
I'm gonna change it. I think Bailey. I want Ember. Like just because that I want them both, but I want it. I think Bailey could do it. I think it makes more sense. I just really don't want it. I don't want Mandy to get it. I want one of those two people to get it.
I agree. I think they're gonna give it to Mandy. I want Bailey or Nikki. I want Bailey the most, but if it can't be Bailey, I'd want it to go to Nikki.
Yeah.
Although I think Dana Brooke was incredible, and I think she could. The promos that she would cut with that thing, I think would be outrageous. They would be so great. So I don't want to downplay Dana Brooke by any means, but
Can Titus O'Neil come out as her statistician now?
you're slurring.
It's a hard word to say. Could not drinking at all, still slurring, yeah. But could Dana Brooke and we continue that Titus Worldwide Dana Brooke thing and have Titus?
Because that went so well.
I liked it. It had people on the. I'm sorry, I like Titus O'Neil. I like Apollo Crews in that role because I don't.
If Titus dresses the way they made Dana Brooke dress, then yes.
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 Extremely low cut shorts.
Yes.
With a little bit of neck.
A little bit of that
A little bit of shaft.
that moose toe. Moose knuckle, what do they call it?
We were watching
Testicle cleavage.
Oh, by the way, that reminded me. When we were watching it, when I was watching NXT.
What did it? I don't.
It's bad. when I was watching NXT.
Yeah, you're watching NXT.
Keith Lee had some bad moveset, and I was like, oh fuck no.
All right,
Like,
everyone go back and watch Keith Lee's NXT match.
in bright blue trunks, so it was kind of like
His trunks separated his nuts.
and you could not see it. It was like I was like, oh, like I was.
I think you had every opportunity to not see it.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
You
It
were
was like-
looking at it.
It just looked really off. Like, what is that? Does he have like a growth? Oh fuck no!
That's normal
Yeah,
size for
from
most men.
It looked like. It looked like he was smuggling peaches in a fucking expo
That
market.
sounds normal.
Peach in like an expo market just sticking up like angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why that would intimidate you, Clump. The rest of us find that perfectly normal.
The rest of us were like a goddamn cup or something.
Sorry, wasn't what you were expecting with pistachios.
I just think he needs more protection because when you fight Seth Rollins at some point down the road, Seth Rollins will be like, I know what the fuck I'm hitting. It's target.
He's got a built-in feud for Seth and Shinsuke.
Yeah. Just have have promo packages of them like Terminator Vision going for like balls. Dude.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care if you're judging me. I'm making him laugh. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, toast me, motherfucker. Yeah. Come up with confidence for some fucking reason. Captain Charisma with 2 Ks.
3 in your case.
I'm not allowed in that organization.
Yeah. Let's see. After that, they're expecting the men's Money in the Bank. It's got Andrade, Ricochet, Ali, RKO, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor with his IC title, Sami Zayn, and Baron Corbin. I want Sammy to take that one. I think that whatever happens in this match is going to determine the next IC title feud. I think Balor's going to get into it with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I guess given that they've announced that the Demon is going to be defending his IC title against Andrade at Super Showdown, I suspect maybe we'll see him and Andrade go
Did
back
they say
and forth
the
a bit.
Demon?
They said the Demon.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, but it's a Super Showdown. It's just the biggest house show of the year.
No.
I like how the Australian was a Super Showdown and the Saudi Arabians were not, and now it's like, just call them all Super. People won't know now.
Oh, yeah.
They won't know we're in Saudi Arabia anymore if we call it Super Showdown because they think it's Australia.
Oh, these Australians all wear very, very unique outfits.
Yeah.
And the ringside looks very plush.
Those stripper chairs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the strip club chairs.
Hell yeah.
Just put poles in it.
Yeah, get Velveteen Dream out there.
I want them to. I think it'd be funny if this time they just got away from trying to hide where it was and went back to the first thing where now they go into this full tourist video and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that'd be good. They just lean into it. They're like, yep, we're back.
Guys, you gotta understand, Riyadh's amazing. Otherwise, why the fuck would we keep coming back here?
I do wonder, and I hope that they do put women on the title or on the card because I do know that was a big deal, and that there's a lot of people were suspecting that the reason they're continuing that going is because they're hoping to change that kind of mentality. But we'll see as that comes along. We'll talk about it as we hear. For this match, I want Sami Zayn to win it. I think they're going to give it to someone like Drew or Baron.
I don't think they're gonna give it to Baron because
He already had it.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs it.
yeah.
I think they're going to give it to Drew. I want it to go to Sammy. I think Sammy would be amazing with that briefcase. Can you imagine he goes out there to cash it in, and then you hear people cheering and stuff, and he just grabs the mic and he goes, you know what? I'm not now.
Yeah.
Knowing that's what you want,
Yeah.
forget it.
Yeah.
I'll do it when I want, not when you want. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think that'd be great. I don't know who I want, truthfully.
Really?
Yeah.
you got a good card there. Almost anyone would be good with it. I think it's too soon for Ricochet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Too soon for Ricochet and Ali.
I remember Stackhouse said before he wanted, and I think it'd be amazing, someone like Andrade to win it and immediately cash it in on Finn Balor in the ring. To just go ahead and be like, I'm cashing this in on the IC title.
Yeah.
That would make the IC title huge again. That was, again, a Stackhouse idea that I think would be great.
Yeah, that would be good.
put that one down for Stackhouse. It's his prediction.
Guest host Stackhouse.
Yeah. But I think that I really want Sammy too. I think that the promos he could cut with that briefcase, the idea of Sammy eventually having the title for even a short run, I think would be amazing. I think that guy deserves it. He's easily one of the best on the roster right now.
Yeah.
You know. But I do think that they'll give it to someone like Drew McIntyre, who I also think doesn't need it.
Yeah.
But I think they think that he needs it.
It was the same as Braun last
Braun.
year.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was annoying.
Didn't need it at all.
I'm really glad they took Braun out of the match.
Yes.
Like, I think that's great.
Braun being replaced by Sammy, I think, was an amazing move. It actually made me more excited about this match.
Yeah.
Before, I was like, okay, it'll be a nice match. Hearing you're throwing Sammy in there and taking Braun out, and then seeing the rest of everyone around it, like, oh, these guys can work. Like, this could be something crazy. Can you imagine those 8 dudes around a table trying to hash out a match?
Yeah. I
I
mean,
can imagine with Braun. Okay, so you do this around me.
yeah.
I'm gonna jump off you. There's a lot of spots where we're jumping off you, fucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'd be kind of interesting to have Finn get it. I don't think they would. I think, you know, they could play it up where, you know, he comes out a couple times, nothing, and then even if he goes out as the demon and he like drags the briefcase out there and
Or has it, like, tied around his waist with something?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a strap?
Yeah.
Around his waist, and so he's just crawling out there and it's dragging behind him. That'd be cool.
yeah.
Or have him win it, lose as the demon.
I know your favorite part of his entrance, just based off the previous conversation.
We're
I
going
like
back
the
to
crash
balls.
shirts the most, honestly, but they don't do those anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you like that entrance with the low camera shot climbing up his wiener area.
Oh, the urethral shot? Yeah. Makes it look like I'm wearing spandex. Can you shut up now? So,
your
I
pants
think
are
it would be cool if Finn Balor lost as the at Super Showdown, and then
Fuck that. To Andrade?
Yeah, I
My
don't think-
ass.
Yeah.
thought holds the briefcase and then has to come back up, because it'd be cool if he knocked himself down or got knocked on the head to build up.
I just
Fuck
don't.
me, I thought it was good.
Against Andrade? My ass.
Yeah, I don't think Andrade deserves.
To take out
that,
the demon. No,
yeah.
not a character. I can't. A character like a Joe. Well, I mean, Joe's beat the only one who's ever beat the demon in WWE. He beat him in NXT, but a Joe, even a Braun, if you booked it right, a Brock, a
I think-
McIntyre.
I was gonna say I think a Drew would be big because
Yeah.
it'd be like, oh shit.
6'6".
Yeah. I think those types of characters are the ones who have to take out the demon. Or like an AJ or a Sammy and in a crazy intense back and forth between the two of them. You can't give it to a dude like Andrade.
Well, Andrade, it would be a great push for him. It would be a huge
How do you say
push.
demon in Spanish?
Demon.
Oh, you could say that.
Flu Demon Jr.
So you can use
That one's easy. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, he could, but it could be really fucking cool. Like, it could give him that push, and I think it'd be good because I think he needs it. He is really big and they're pushing him a lot. That would really put him over in a shocking way.
Yeah.
I think it'd
Tina
be-
thinks she wants to see Bray Wyatt, the new Bray Wyatt against the Demon.
Fuck it, no, that other idea we talked about last week, where have Bray come in, fucking take the suitcase and fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
I still think that'd be the greatest bit.
What?
If they're doing their whole match, everything's all over the place, the lights fucking go out somehow. Dude's fucking either, like you said, the briefcase just starts going up. They're like, what's happening? What's happening? Put up a camera, and there's crazy Bray Wyatt with the mask sitting up there as it comes up, and he unhitches it, and then just like the lights all flicker again, he's gone. Or have him just show up in the ring, everyone's laid out, and then maybe he's already halfway up the ladder, maybe not. He's just there, takes it, lights go out for a minute, and then he's gone. Like,
And this is a spot where they could drop him down. Not have him come up, but have him, like, drop him carefully. Like, in...
it has not gone well in the past.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Oh, like, they got a 50% success rate. We can increase that a little bit, okay? It had to go well.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
We're 50%.
Can you imagine? Because the lights go out. They don't know what's happening. The lights come back on,
As I said,
and then you
it's
hear
like
a
more
gasp,
and
and
more.
then the lights go back out.
Just the sound of rapidly unspooling things a thud. Lights come on. His head somewhere far away from his body. Lights go out again.
Yeah.
Corey goes, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think that was his mask. Okay.
This-
Never mind, dude. They're all bad.
I do think the greatest thing they could do is have Bray Wyatt come in and steal that briefcase. Because then what? Who's going to go up against that motherfucker, that crazy ass dude, to say, no, we want that briefcase back? And how are you going to convince that dude to put it back up on the line? You know what I mean? I think that would be just
And
absolutely
it actually
amazing.
would lead into a storyline, or a feud with somebody, or if not all of them.
Every one of them. Have him go through every single person. Like, start with Ali. With Ali saying, like, hey, that was, you never, when you weren't in the match, you didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
Put that on the line and have him come up there and just, I'm happy to do so.
yeah.
And then he just destroys them. And then have him go up the line. Have him go to, after that, maybe someone like Ricochet. You know what I mean? Where you think, okay, Ricochet's got to have a shot. And then maybe someone like Andrade. And then do like a Baron. And then Orton. Balor somewhere in there. And then Drew McIntyre.
I just
Put
hope.
Sammy before
I
them,
just hope
like-
if Bray comes back for this, I hope he's not just goes in there and take out Orton.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah.
I think it'd be so big if he was to just show up and steal that fucking briefcase and leave. Otherwise, if he's not doing that, I want Sammy to win it, but I think they're gonna give it to Drew.
Yeah. What do you want? Want and think.
I want Bray. I think that'd be great.
It'd be amazing.
I wouldn't even mind Orton getting it, but I'm just a big Orton fan.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be Drew. I do.
Yeah.
The other thing I was gonna bring up about knocking off the demon, I think it'd be hilarious if it's Baron, and then he puts that on his list of accomplishments as he goes out there.
It'd be a
Defeated
clever way
the
to go about it. Yeah.
demon. You know, boxing champion defeated the demon. You
Regional
know?
manager of Bennigan's.
Yeah.
Supposedly he's changed his look. I think it may have just been a house show thing because they showed that he was wrestling in a t-shirt and not his whole getup. But I think it could have just been Europe. Yeah. There's a Tina says that they think that Bray should mentor Nikki, and that Nikki should start being in fun houses. And they would like to see a funhouse clip at the event tonight, or at Money in the Bank. Which all that stuff would be cool. I think it'd be great. I think if you put Nikki and Bray together, because they both kind of have split personalities right now. Remember, we saw Nikki last week manipulating Alexa with that really nice attitude, and then she comes out all, Nikki, you know. So I think that you could have Nikki show up, the nice Nikki show up on the funhouse, and then as the whole thing, and it comes back to Bray with his mask, you have Nikki with like crazy face paint and like, yeah. I think it'd be amazing. And what a duo. Then you have a female face of fear, which we haven't had, I think, since like Bull Buchanan.
Luna.
What?
Luna.
Luna Vachon, she was pretty scary. But apart from that, yeah, not much. So, I think that all would be good. But again, going back to Money in the Bank, who do you think should?
So I think it's gonna be Ali actually.
That it's his time.
It's really early, but then again, they've done that. I didn't think Corbin was gonna get it or Braun was gonna get it, even though they had these big builds. I could see it because he had a great showing at Royal Rumble. He was booked really strong in ahead of Elimination Chamber. He looked great.
He was supposed to go into Elimination Chamber and got injured.
I think he could do it. I think it would be good. I think it may not lead to something, but it's a good way to keep building him up. And I really like his work. I think it'd be good. I want Bray or Sammy. That Bray idea. I really want Bray.
That'd be great.
Or Sammy. I want Sammy
And
to
people
get
would talk about it, man. Remember everyone flipping out when Shane McMahon won the Best in the World trophy and it's like, wasn't even in the thing. And people were talking about it. They made this meaningless tournament become a thing that everyone was talking about.
Yeah.
And it made everyone upset. Sometimes what you need
Yeah,
to do. Sometimes you need to make everyone upset.
Yeah.
If everyone's like tired and bored of the product and then you get everyone mad, well, they might want to tune in to see how you're going to resolve that now. And I don't think anyone will be upset with Bray. I think everyone will be shocked, surprised, and excited about what happens next.
And then a lot of squash matches with him.
Yeah. So after the men's Money in the Bank and women's Money in the Bank, 2 matches left. They're anticipating Becky versus Charlotte Flair. That was me.
Excuse me.
That was me.
Brought to you by Depends.
Marsha's
That was
leaking.
me.
That was also you. Your couch is not helping this situation.
Thank you. Magic of
I had a
television.
lot of coffee this morning. There's a prostate issue. It comes and goes.
Sparks.
The lights go out.
If Charlotte is truly the second match, I think they might give it to Charlotte, but I want Becky to walk away with both titles. If Charlotte's the second match, then someone's definitely interfering.
I think I agree, and I think the one that interferes is Mandy, and she cashes in either before or after the match. Because I think it'd be big for Becky to defend both belts, and then, like I said, you know, they
Looking for
always
sponsorship, perhaps a cease and desist. If you know anybody who works for the company, let them know.
If you drop that one day, I'm going to probably break furniture as I fall down laughing. I just want to let you know. It's going to be a lot of laughing.
Because you'd be surprised if someone else drops something like you do every fucking show. You notice we didn't give you ice cubes today? We're trying something new.
Why would you
We're
put
hoping to
ice
not
cubes in
have
my fucking coffee? What is that? Cold coffee. I'm gonna hand this to you.
Oh my god.
like how she's being
Just derailing the whole goddamn shit. What was that? Club!
My spirit that transfers to things. Don't give it.
Oh my god.
Ooh, very good cold brew.
I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
but
Why am I on here? Just make things difficult.
yeah, I think
You look like my dad right now whenever I visit him. Just looking off to the side angrily.
I've now taken the graphic and had it cut right here at Kevin.
see,
So you're behind Charlotte Flair.
he's gonna try a little reach around.
I'm a married man.
That means
That's
nothing.
Yeah, that's. Man, I really hope my in-laws don't watch this.
L'chaim to Kevin, not to Invisible Clump.
If you do it, does it look like you're like toasting Charlotte in some capacity?
No, you're not there.
No. Don't feel her up that. Don't touch ladies. Jesus.
That's one rule that Clump's very familiar with.
I had to be a bouncer. I've actually never been to a strip club in my life, other than to remove people.
Well, you've been to other places.
Fair. Eric, what are you up to in your senior youth?
That rule remains the same in every PTA meeting I've ever been to.
Cool, didn't go in my nose.
I think we're all surprised by that. Your dexterity is incomparable.
Thanks.
So you believe they're going to have Mandy cash in on Becky after or in the match? Like a three-way type scenario?
I think it's gonna be after, because I just don't. Anyone that wants, or would win the Money in the Bank, if they had any kind of head on their shoulders, they'd be. Now's the time to cash in. She's had 2 matches. Let's do this.
Yeah, they'd have to because it's too good an opportunity to pass that up. So I would think that they would. That's why I was anticipating. That's why I was really curious to see the lineup. I thought it was possible they would put the Money in the Bank match after the championship title match to make sure that there's not a cash in or something, right? But I don't know. Unless you had someone like Bayley, who if Bayley did win it, I could see Bayley being the type to be like, "No, I want you at your best."
Yeah, I was thinking that, but at the same time, that just makes Bayley look stupid, and they do have a tendency to make her look stupid. The whole elimination chamber.
But at the same time, I could even see Bayley with her new kind of edge being like, no, I want that title, and if you want to come back for it, you're welcome to. Because she's not going to be the type to be, there's no automatic rematches. Bayley would be the type of champion to be like, yeah, if you want to try at it now that you're 100, come at it. But I didn't take it from you because I can't keep it from you.
I also think what Bayley could do would be awesome is not even do the full run in. I think she'd be perfect for
Slowly walk out there.
at the top of the ramp. No, at the top of the ramp, just hold it up, and just show her. See you soon. and that would be a good build because I would like that specifically with Bailey because I think Bailey would be a good like honorable but serious competitor.
And I could see Becky, and we talked about it once before, Becky winning, being all disheveled and holding up her titles and having Bailey walk out there and holding the thing and then just having Bailey or Becky drop them. Be like, come on, fucking come at me. Just do the whole like, let's do it. I don't care. I'll do 3 matches in a night. And then having Bailey be like, no, I'm not doing this. And then walking out and being like, see you soon.
Yeah, but
Or
see,
not,
I think that would make Becky Bailey look stupid. You know, the whole kendo stick thing, she takes it down and then throws it. Alexa uses it on her.
Yeah.
The Elimination Chamber where, you know, Sasha's, was it hurt or something? And she goes in there and all you have to do is not lose because whoever gets pinned, she tags herself in. I'm like, what are you doing? You look like a dumbass.
Yeah, and I know I think they're trying to make her look heroic or strong. I mean, she has in those instances come off very strong.
Yeah.
Not in the kendo stick match. But that was a previous Bailey, I like to think. That was
That also sounds a lot like my dad. That was a previous Eric we don't acknowledge. It was a previous iteration.
I'm surprised your father acknowledges this iteration of Eric Klump.
Oh, really? We talk to each other about once a month.
That's a lot.
It's very short. Usually
I get you once a week, and it's tough. And I am very disappointed in you.
Should I start calling you Daddy?
For that?
Okay, Daddy.
All right.
I'm out.
Okay, Papa Bear.
So, I mean, this is a tough one to call. I think I'd like Becky to hold him off. I think that if someone like Mandy cashes it in, I'd like to see Becky win that cash-in.
No.
I think if someone like Bailey cashes it in, I think Bailey holding it from Becky and Becky being wild card coming over saying, I'm getting my 2 belts back could be great. I don't know that Mandy having it and Becky coming after Mandy would be as meaningful as Becky coming after Bailey, right? So I think if Bailey wins it and she does cash in, I want her to win. If Mandy wins it and does cash in, I think Becky holding off Mandy, Charlotte, and Lacey in one night would be epic.
Yeah. Queen of the Ring status.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like her career's already shoe-in Hall of Fame. I feel like you can't be Becky at this point and not be in the Hall of Fame career. But how do you keep that momentum going? How do you keep the importance going? How do you keep upping the ante? I think it's possible, and I think this is the kind of way you do it. You know what I mean? Has anyone defended 2 titles 3 times in a night? You know?
So I also really, really want to say, and I just like knock on.
Particle.
It's got wood in it. I really
We all do.
I really hope that Becky, like, there's nothing that goes south on this because it is also the first time someone's done this. I really hope that no one gets hurt. I don't want this to I don't want her to lose this because of an unfortunate injury.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
As long as Nia remains injured and out, that won't happen. I think also, it sounds crazy, but when you look at guys like Dolph and Seth, and you start looking at Becky and Balor, they all train like crazy CrossFit for hours. Like I think their ability to maintain at a high work rate for extended periods of time is probably higher than we would expect of especially older talent and stuff. They're literally training for how long can I have a match at what tier, you know what I mean? So I agree, I don't want her to pull anything or get all fucked up, but I do think that I feel like that method of training is geared towards that mentality of how do I go an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know. What was your end all decision?
I think Becky retains.
Do you think Becky? Do you think anything like a cash in?
I mean, I think it would. You know, whoever wins it look very smart on their part.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, she's been through 2 matches. Go out there and try it, and even being unsuccessful, I think would be cool.
Yeah, I think for sure. And I think a character like Mandy, I think you could do a lot with that character in a loss. Where I think Bailey, if she cashed it in and lost, be like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, it would just feel bad. Like, but maybe you got to build an underdog to come up from. Maybe she's a favorite in a lot of senses. Maybe she's got to lose a couple important ones to come back and be like, hey, no more.
I think Bailey's lost a couple important ones.
I think she's lost a couple important ones
Yeah.
too. So moving on to the final match, the what is believed to be the headline match will be Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. Interesting, this is going to be your headlining match with something I feel it's got some of the least heat on it. I don't know anybody's even talking about it.
Covering Clump again.
Yeah,
On
I'm covering
purpose.
Clump again
Okay.
on purpose.
Yeah, you also didn't ask my picks, but that's cool.
Type them in if you figure out how.
I already did, champ. The viewers ain't gonna know. That's
Yeah.
cool. So I'll
Any
just...
viewers out there looking to know what Clump wants? After talking about wieners for 40 minutes of this broadcast.
That's light for me for a day.
Day's just getting started.
Yeah.
It's only noon, guys. All I'm saying is I'm going to the Under Armour store after this. It's gonna be a wiener heavy
Yeah.
night.
The undercarriage armor is what it sounds like.
Boom, showing it off.
Yeah. Showing off your peach pits.
Smuggling grapefruits.
Not in your case, apparently.
Smuggling clementines.
The way you was talking about Keith Lee.
Smuggling dried limes.
Couple of
Smuggling
couple
fresh.
of dates. Couple of dates in a sardine.
Smell or taste?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the word out there.
So what are you thinking, Clump?
Thank you, Kevin. You were my favorite person. I think Becky's gonna win. I want Bailey to cash in after whatever happens. Like if Charlotte wins, I want somebody to cash in and just take that shit from her so she doesn't have it. I don't want her on Monday or Tuesday night with a fucking belt.
Yeah.
I want her.
But see, I don't want her to be the 9-time champ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even
She
want her to get
wins,
that.
so.
Fair.
But
It could be a cool thing where she tries to feud, and that's part of it. Where, I'd love if she was a heel and even the office stopped supporting her. Where she came out and said, "I'm the 9th time." It was for 10 seconds, and then like have staff or Triple H say, "No, we're gonna go somewhere else." Like that would be great. I think that'd be cool authority stuff where we actually saw like people they like "No, fuck off.
yeah, you're not the chosen one
You're
anymore.
not doing this anymore."
Yeah, and I would say that there was a thing before where with Triple H, where they removed one of his championships from the records, essentially, and I could see them coming out making a stink about removing hers. You know, that you didn't hold it long enough and we're not going to count it.
They could give her positive specific feedback for how to grow.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
You need to work on customer focused time management.
Get the fuck out. So the final match, AJ versus Seth Rollins for the Universal title. I think they're going to have Seth win it. I want AJ to win it. I think AJ makes championships important. I think Seth seems to not right now, and I don't know if that's his fault or not. I think that him as a face is coming off really stale and boring. He's not exciting in a build. And even the build back and forth, he sounded goofy and dumb, where AJ was sounding like a badass.
Yeah.
Like, I think,
And
I don't know that Seth's your guy, man. I don't
yeah.
know.
Seth's your guy when he's a heel. He's a good heel.
Yeah.
Like he is really good because he can work in a ring, but he's really goddamn good at being a bad guy. I miss that now when I didn't like it for the longest time. I miss it.
Yeah. I do think that this could be a place for him to turn if he were to go heel, but then the problem being that would mess up all of our picks for the Money in the Bank. You don't want a heel versus a heel, but he's starting to be all like, oh yeah, I like to kick people in the dick. But we also know that AJ's impervious to dick punches.
Bing, bing.
He got
It's gonna be
punched in the tenders probably a dozen times by Shinsuke and still didn't lose a match.
They've been flattened into like chicken cutlets now. You said tenders, just like
Just a fillet.
yeah, just like pound it out. Just thinking Food Network, you know where they put down the saran wrap,
You're
put
trying
down
to-
your chicken, put down your seasoning.
Why did you have to say pound it out?
Because you pound it out, like you get
I
thin.
don't think that's the way they
Like
say
it's
it.
like chicken cordon bleu.
The-
AJ style stuff.
You want
Hammer
a chicken
thing?
cordon bleu dick?
Yeah.
But that's got more meat in it. That's like stuff in it. That's like the old space docking.
Not the chicken itself. You can unroll that. I do.
Oh,
I think
alright.
it's disgusting that it has it's cheese and shit inside of it. I just want
And
the
the
chicken.
cam.
Take the breading off.
And it's not cordon bleu. You're like, oh, I like cordon bleu, but without any of the stuff on the inside. I like fried chicken.
Whenever it's on
That's
the
what
menu
you
at a
just said.
restaurant, I ask, and they always act really weird when they say, I want that, but can you get rid of the ham, the cheese, the breading? Just unroll.
And make the chicken a little bit thicker, not so flat.
No.
Keep it fried.
Yeah.
And I don't want it in a sandwich state.
So you just want chicken slayer.
So you want fried chicken breast?
And boil it.
Yeah.
Don't cook it. I want it boiled. But I think they could do a double turn. I think that'd be cool because I like AJ as a face and a champion. I think it'd be cool to continue that career.
He's good either way.
Yeah. 'Cause he is
I just want the club back. That's all I want.
Yes, if the club came in and interfered in any way, I'm happy.
yeah.
Win or lose, don't care. If the club is back together, at least for the next couple months,
Finn wins.
he's not in this match.
No. Finn wins Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Seth retains the entire club. So you have big bald fucker, less big bald fucker, Finn, and AJ, and Finn
You're
comes
wearing
out.
a fucking Bullet Club shirt and you
I
don't
know,
know Gallows and
man.
Anderson art?
Yeah, so Gallows and Anderson come out. Finn sitting on Carl Anderson's or Doc Gallows' shoulders, like he would come out on bad.
Like Rey Mysterio and Dominic?
That's how he came out with like Bad Luck Fale. He would always sit on his shoulders. It was
Really?
fucking, yeah, it was
That's
fucking
amazing.
Yeah, he'd come out. Well, he's little, and Fale's kind of a.
Well, he's not little everywhere.
Fale's the base. Yeah. Fale's the base of a pyramid if ever there was one. He'd walk out.
This is a dick heavy prediction. We put the dick in predictions.
Yeah. But put the dick. But have the entire club. Have them all come together. Dick heavy. And be the new club. That would be awesome.
Yeah, have all four of them together, then start to have a back and forth between Finn and AJ. Although, why would Seth have to retain for that? They just come in and interfere?
Finn Balor comes out because Finn Balor was. I think it'd be cool if Finn Balor was the leader, or AJ.
You'd have AJ, and then you'd have Balor take AJ out or some shit,
Mm.
and then you'd have the club, like you have Gallows and Anderson, be split or just leave the company at that point, or
Well,
you know
or
what I mean? Like it would dissolve.
you could also turn AJ face that way by having it be where they're like, "You took my spot." He's like, "You took my spotlight," and they're like, "Yeah, thank you for helping out." And they keep offering him to come in, and he doesn't. So, but yeah. I think the club would be a great entrance.
Yeah. That's my pick on it. I think they're going to give it to Seth because they think that Seth's win was so important and so big and told such a great story, and I don't agree with any of that.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a terrible story. I feel like Seth is better than that. I feel like his match was garbage against Brock, and a lot of this build has been about his match against Brock. If that's the case, I'd really like to see AJ win with a couple of kicks to Seth's dick. I think that'd be great. Fillet his dick.
Next show, we're gonna need a dick counter in the corner.
Just a picture of a rooster going, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Did you point at me? I want it.
Yeah, you've always been my dick counter.
That's one.
Yeah.
Look at it.
There goes one.
That's one right there. It's really weird in shopping malls.
You're like the
Yeah,
count
that's
from
one.
Sesame Street, but like the back alley of Sesame Street. Sesame back
Oh.
alley. Dude, dicks.
So, you want
I want AJ to win.
Yeah, me too.
Once again, just like Kofi, I think it's too soon for Seth to lose. Especially since
Is that
they're,
Bob? Is that dump truck? R. Loden?
I don't know,
Oh wait, no, his last name is Lewin.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
Well, hey, our loading.
R. Loden.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good day. Tell us who your favorites are.
He's definitely gonna put Kevlar.
That's true. Probably true.
Anyways, yeah, I think it's too soon for Seth to lose. You know,
That's
like
just
you
it,
said,
man.
they're making it a mem. You know, they think this was a big thing for him to knock off Brock, and I just don't see him dropping it.
Yeah. But I'd rather AJ. I think AJ would make that. It still doesn't feel like much of a title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think AJ would make it feel that way.
Mm.
He definitely did that with the World. He brought that back up into like I mean, he held it for over a year,
Yeah.
and it didn't feel like a problem. It didn't feel like overkill. It felt believable. He felt like an honest champion, and I feel like I'm just waiting for whenever Seth loses it. Now, that's not to say that Seth can't turn it all around, but that's where I sit right now.
Yep. Want, I put hashtag BC for life. Because, yeah, and think Seth with none of what I want otherwise. Seth wins. I don't really care otherwise.
Yeah.
I think it's just me that, and Seth wins.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's an opportunity for something really, really cool there.
Yeah.
Because if AJ or if Finn or if the club has it, I think you could have whoever holds the title be a fantastic competitor, but have Gallows and Anderson be this barrier. You have to go through them, and they could be booked strong because they're not bad in matches.
They're incredible.
And they've lost some, but they haven't really lost matches. They've lost in dumb, shitty side segments. They could be people where you're really good and strong, you're directionless, and have them be directed now.
Remember their match against the Usos a couple weeks ago?
It was good.
Incredible. So,
And they're young too.
they're young, and they don't have a lot of time left on their contracts. So, I want to see them jump on this. I want to see them do a little something. I wholeheartedly don't think that the club is going to be there moving forward. I don't think they're going to renew, regardless of what all of the dirt sheets say and all of the rumor mills. Having drinks with them and talking with them a couple months back, I feel like I know when it's going to end. But I think that, and I also know there are concerns about why WWE won't go with the club. We talked about that. Why won't they do it and stuff? And they were drunk enough to talk about it. I don't want to, not that there's like a big trust between them. I wouldn't want to break that, getting drunk with a dude code and be like, oh, here's everything they said. But I feel like we are on limited time with them.
Yeah.
And so with that in mind, and I feel like that their love for the club as it is so much that I'd really like to see WWE step up, give them that final run, and let them go out. But at the same time, with competition being the way that it is right now, they're not really wanting to send out too many people too strong, so I can see where they wouldn't. But that's what I want. I think they deserve it. I think that AJ and Finn both deserve that little notch on their belt too. It's a thing we created in Japan that we brought over. And I know everybody involved wants to be part of it. That much I know, and I'm willing to say. But I think that'd be killer if they actually went with it for at least a couple months before the end of it.
Yeah.
And maybe let them dissolve in some way that you find embarrassing, but the fans don't give a shit about, like the revival.
Yeah.
You guys find that embarrassing, and they're trying to punish them, but I think there are a couple of dudes who look like they'll do anything for their company. It shows loyalty. It shows range. Here they are being comedic as well as serious. I think it actually makes them look much better than they looked before. But
Well, and if they end up exiting, it doesn't make them look bad for anywhere they go. It's right now
100%.
currently we're going to get into something. I have some views of a certain talent who's showcasing an attitude, in my view.
where?
Pack about Neville.
Matt.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the end of our predictions of Money in the Bank. Did you want to briefly touch ground on Pac leaving?
Yes, so we don't have confirmation from AEW or Dragon Gate or anyone.
I thought AEW confirmed he wasn't on it.
Oh, okay.
I thought. I mean,
Well, I saw the wrestling sheet, but I haven't seen tweets from them directly saying it. So
okay.
maybe they're scrambling. I don't know. I think we'll find out more this week. From what it seems though, Pac is not going to be at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
In the highly anticipated match with Hangman Page, which really, unfortunately, Hangman Page has been working his ass off to look ring gear ready for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was getting bigger, getting smaller, but bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skinnier, but bigger.
Yeah, he's been looking pretty good.
No, he's still kind of flabby.
Is he?
But it looks cool. It's inspiration. He still looks better than me. Come on, but anyway, a lot of things look better than me. A 5-car wreck with children involved looks better than me.
Or diarrhea.
Diarrhea looks. atrocities of war look better than. I got a figure that gets out of the shower, looks in the mirror, and goes, "Fuck." Yeah. So, but it looks like Pac's not out, and it's upsetting to me because I feel that this hurts the fans. It hurts the promotions, and I say that because that hurts AEW. It hurts WWE. Because
I don't know that it does. I feel like it does definitely hurt Pac and Pac's value.
Yes.
Because the whole thing was that I'm leaving WWE because of creative differences, and I'm going to go prove my worth and stuff. Then he gets involved in this new company that's all on fire about the creativity of their performers. And then as they're getting ready to launch, literally a week before their first major pay-per-view, he goes, I don't agree with what you want to do creatively. I'm out. What the fuck is your problem, dude? Like, what more do you want? Is this just like, I have to be an undefeatable champion for my entire career?
Yeah. And
You're not Bruno, dude.
no, far from it.
You know?
And I absolutely agree. I think what I mean by it hurts bigger promotions is, unfortunately, there'll be a small portion of fans who will think, well, yeah, there's something with the company. Because I've seen tweets where people think, yeah, it's the company. And no, this is becoming more and more apparent. This is not WWE or AEW. Because AEW,
talent.
yeah, and AEW has signed a lot of very creative minds.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have not done much to stifle them. They've not done much to hold them back. And
Well, I haven't done much at all. But
Oh.
they're allowing them the freedom to do what they do want, and some of the videos they've done have been great.
Absolutely.
I think it makes WWE look better. You know what I mean? If they held back Neville, and then they end up cutting him, and the whole thing was that he didn't like his creative push, and then he leaves, and it's like, oh, look at what he's doing. He's so successful. He's Dragon Gate champion.
Yeah.
Just because he's probably the biggest thing to ever come out of Dragon Gate more than anything. So if he comes back, yeah, how are we going to say he's not the best? And then now he's signing with someone else, and he's not even going to start a thing with them because of, quote, creative differences. And a company that's pushing the fact that they're giving creativity rights to their performers. What was WWE doing so bad that AEW is doing so bad that Pac's just like, I'm staying in my little local company where I can stay champion forever? It makes him look bad.
Well, I don't think he's going to go make some Dragon Gate either, because Dragon Gate does work fairly well with AEW.
Yeah.
Shima is from Dragon Gate. OWE in China is strongly associated with Dragon Gate. I don't see Dragon Gate and Pac working together very well if this are.
That's what's going on.
I think a lot of promotions are now questioning this, and that's kind of upsetting.
Yeah. Well, no, good riddance to that, dude.
Yeah.
I can tell you that. We do have a gift here for Clump that he paid for, so it's only sort of a gift.
Yeah.
I already cut the tape on there.
Oh, cool.
This is a Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing.
Very cool thing.
It's a box.
Want to see what name it has on the bottom of it?
What? It has a name on the bottom?
The shipping name.
Oh.
Sorry, I
So,
just.
give me this card because this actually shows you everything that's in there, and I don't want you to accidentally see it first.
Ooh. We have a cool small
It's
picture.
behind the box. Yeah.
I am, yeah.
Turn it.
Put it behind the belt.
Okay.
Put the box behind the belt. Yeah, turn it. There you go. And now you'll be able to hold up stuff as it comes.
We got this really cool Double or Nothing commemorative photo.
Sort of, yeah. It looks almost like a CD cover.
Yeah,
what I
that's,
thought it
I
was.
was trying to not say CD cover or coaster. Yeah, that.
And Pac's
I-
on there.
Yes,
For the toothbrush.
I get a.
Oh, you know what, too? Well, real quick, that card isn't really listed, so this is just kind of a thematic card, and it's,
Yes.
it's just an advertisement. It's not necessarily part of your stuff.
You know, what's the first
So-
thing I noticed that's kind of funny?
Pac's right in front and center.
Puck's right front and center.
Yeah, and now he's out. Well, he was the first match they announced, so that's
Yeah.
another thing that's shitty about
Should
it.
hold it like this. Now.
Dude's got JR on it. That's cool.
Who came out? Yeah, it's got everyone.
Well, it's an advertisement for the show.
Wait, does it have? Does it? No, it does not have Dustin.
No? Damn. That'd have been cool.
No,
the
I'm
paint?
looking. I'm like double looking over. Like, oh no.
See. Well, you pull up the next thing. You got a toothbrush, it looks like.
I have a toothbrush from Dr. Britt Baker.
So explain Dr. Britt Breaker to
Dr.
the
Britt
AEW
Baker
fans.
is one of their female talents.
Yep.
She's a dentist.
She's
She
an
is
actual
a
dentist?
Yes, she's an actual dentist.
And she sent you a fucking toothbrush.
Yes, and it has it, and I'm so tight. That is so cool.
Approved by Dr. Britt Breaker, DMD.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's a 20% off coupon for Wait, for what?
For
For
the
everything
show.
over ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 20% off on Double or Nothing merch, May 21st through 27th, as well as AEW merch. I'm gonna be buying some actual t-shirts.
There you are.
I have a couple t-shirts here
You
already.
get 2.
3XL because I'm a sizely man.
In some places.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
And it's cool because that's fine. I'm chunky.
Oh, shit.
That's
Yeah. I'm cool with that. I like that. I got a.
Hold it up in front of you.
So you
That
don't have
is
to see me.
Elite Rhapsody. There's a Bohemian Rhapsody shirt. Cody on top. Kenny Omega doing the fingers on the bottom. Young
Yeah.
Bucks on the side. That's pretty cool.
That's
it's a
cool.
Queen
That is
based shirt.
really cool. I like that.
That's pretty good.
It'd be annoying all of my coworkers wearing all this shit. So let's see.
I believe that you can
Next
be as annoying
one.
as anyone.
All Elite Wrestling.
It's facing
I
one.
thought it was crop top because it didn't fall down.
Yeah, crop top.
Crop top. All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, that's just cool with explosions in the back. That has to do with their TNT shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
their
tight.
TV deal shirt.
I'm really happy with that. That is awesome.
Yeah, just a straight AEW shirt. That's cool.
Yeah. Cool. I get a See You Later pin for SoCal Uncensored. You can have that.
No, I don't want it. I'm going to show it.
I love SCU. I love their merch. I get an MGF Micro Brawler. Got the Burberry.
Oh, that hideous scarf.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to look fancy.
It's Burberry. There's
Yeah.
nothing not hideous about Burberry.
I feel like that's related to something.
Yes.
Very cool. Also, he looks. The thing I like the wrinkles. He looks like Brian Cage from PWG.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Well, he's not as
Rico.
stocky.
Yeah.
I bet you a micro roller for Brian Cage would be dope. Just arms don't even go down. Boom.
A DVD, which I'm going to give to you because I don't have a DVD player.
Then give me back my DVD I lent you, you jackass.
I borrowed one and watched it at my parents' house.
Fucking let you borrow a DVD and now you tell me you have no way to watch it.
I
Fucking
watched
month
it-
ago.
I watched it at my parents' house and they were like, "Why are you watching Memphis Wrestling?" I was like, "I don't have a DVD player." "Why do you not have a DVD player?" I'm like, "Because I got." But
Oh my God.
I get the High Spots Go Lucha, and
Was
it's
that the Phoenix Brothers?
Yes, of the Phoenix
Or
Brothers.
Lucha Brothers.
Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix, and I like here it's Pentagon Jr., not Penta L0 or L0M. I prefer the name Pentagon Jr. Super cool, and it's just High Spot sits down with the biggest stars of Lucha Libre in Mexico, who are quickly becoming known around the world. Pentagon Jr. and Ray Phoenix, from their early days growing up in Mexico, breaking into the biz. I don't like when people use the word biz. Until today, starting in the critically acclaimed Lucha Underground, which is no longer in existence. This double disc set can feel two discs.
Yeah, that sounds like two, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You never did that when you got like a movie? It's like
Oh,
or
make sure it's
game,
in there?
Like shake
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Just to be sure someone didn't steal it before they wrapped it? Yeah. I check that a lot.
I'm gonna be absolutely upfront with you. The Blockbuster where I grew up, there's a lot of times I'd rent or buy shit and nothing was in it. Or
Well, yeah, because there's a reason they went under.
yeah, but it
They
was
were
also
not
the
well
only
organized.
thing. This is no Dallas, Arizona. This is the pinnacle of entertainment. We didn't get a movie theater until I was like night or like.
It's Nogales, Arizona. There's a reason everyone's stealing. Give me that.
Is that a comment on Arizona or another country? Because I'm offended on both counts.
Either way, I'm pretty unhappy right now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit fancy, babe. And I get a patch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, an iron-on patch for AEW, which looks nice, fancy.
Just
And let's see whose signature I got.
Yeah, be careful. I would tip the box.
Yeah,
so you're not
I am-
fucking up to 8 by 10.
That's very fair.
Yeah. Continuing to tip it. Alright, well, I did all I could.
I'm like legit worried I'm gonna tear this 'cause I'm fucking bad. Let's see. Oh, sweet.
There's an AEW logo on the bottom.
AEW
too.
logo. A signed picture of Kylie Smith.
Yep, and you're smearing her signature. Smearing it up.
Wait, does actually? Oh fuck.
Kylie Ray, actually, is
Kylie
what
Ray.
her name is.
Kylie Smiley. I just yeah.
Says Kylie Smiley on the thing.
Yeah.
Keep your fingers off her signature.
I'm
There's
trying,
one
goddammit.
fucking
Just
spot.
hold the top.
Just hold the top. I do like that the promo 8x10's got their logo in the corner because that's new. So that means it's official AEW promo photos, which is nice. To see them doing some of that stuff. Not bad. Not a bad AEW box.
Yeah.
The boxing could have gone better, I feel. But, you know, you learn. Live and you learn.
Yeah. I think we should do a thing of I buy these and I unbox every month and we just count and see how many times I fuck up.
Oh, yeah. I canceled the next one already. Didn't sound interesting. But
What was the next one? I'm just like curious, what was it? What did I do?
yeah, Clump's good. He's got this.
I'm an adult who can vote.
That also should be on there because I believe you get a 10% discount on other pro wrestling merch as well. So potentially you could maybe double up on a few things. I do think that brings us to the end of the show. There was nothing else I wanted to bring up. I wanted to do the unboxing with our AEW correspondent, Eric Klump.
Yeah.
The Klump. He is, as he sounds,
A clump.
a clump. That's it for us, I think. Last call. We have about an hour and a half before kickoff, guys, so make sure you tune in tonight. Let us know what you think of it. You can definitely tweet me at RefMarsh or Instagram me at MarshRef. I call it down the middle.
It's like,
Yep.
is it the fish?
Yeah, there's a
Fucking
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
He's a fish.
But that's it. Kevlar's got no social media. Clump's got no social media, so that's good.
I'm antisocial.
Yeah, that's helpful.
I thought that was my thing.
So, thank you guys for tuning in.
Fuck people.
We do have Jake the Snake's coming to town this Wednesday, so I think it's going to shake up our schedule for the week. We'll be
There might be a
we'll be in
wild
touch.
card.
Yeah, so we'll be in touch. We'll let you know what's going on, and we'll figure it out. But until next time, cheers.
Cheers. You were unboxing. Producer took your sippy cup away.
That's